Hi again, Dr. Heidi here. Welcome back to our Sleight of Mouth series where language becomes your superpower. These sleight of mouth patterns help us to reframe beliefs that are keeping us stuck or reinforce ones that help to move us forward. We've already looked at redefine, consequence, and hierarchy of criteria. And in this video, we're going to play with one of the more playful and paradoxical patterns, apply to self. Have you ever heard someone say that something is just doesn't hold up, even by its own logic? We all do it. Well, I can't make decisions. There are no universal truths. I never listen to people who generalize. The apply to self pattern is a way to gently shine a light on that. Not to make somebody wrong, but to let the belief reveal its own contradictions. It's not confrontational, it's clever. And done with rapport, it invites insight and sometimes a good laugh. Now, what is apply to self? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. You take someone's belief and apply it to itself. You're turning the statement inward, folding it back on itself. And this creates kind of a logical twist, a kind of elegant contradiction that breaks the rigidity of the belief. So let me show you. So someone says, no one should try and change other people's beliefs. And you respond, isn't that a belief that you're trying to get me to adopt? Or they say, I never say anything unless I'm 100% sure I'm right. And you ask, are you sure that you're 100% right about that? These moments are disarming, not because they're aggressive, but because they catch the belief in its own web. When we look for this or when we use this pattern, we're looking for statements that feel absolute, like generalizations or rules, words that sentences that use words like always, never, must, should, can't. These are clues. And when you hear one of these modal operators, ask yourself, if this belief were true, wouldn't it apply to the belief itself? If this belief were true, wouldn't it apply to the belief itself? And then you reflect it back gently. So this pattern works especially well when a person is very attached to being right, but their logic has some holes. And you're not poking at them, you're just holding up a mirror that reveals the wobble. And importantly, you can use this apply to self to reinforce a belief too. So if somebody says something like, I've realized I need to challenge my own assumptions more, then you might say, I'll bet that belief will challenge itself too, which keeps you curious, open, and growing. Apply to self isn't just shifting stuck thinking, it's also brilliant for highlighting flexibility, growth, and paradoxical strength. Imagine a cat that's chasing its tail. What this pattern does is to beliefs is it gets them spinning around and suddenly they pause. And in that moment of pause, there's a choice, a new perspective, a reset, if you will. So, what if you use this in your next conversation? What if somebody says to you, well, you just can't trust anyone? And you respond, and do you trust that belief? Because we apply the logic to the belief. What if you turn somebody's inner critic into their inner comedian? Not by mocking them, but helping them to see that absurdity with love. What if you started catching your own beliefs in the act, the ones that contradict themselves, and just smiled? I always overthink. Oh, really? Are you sure? Applying to self is cheeky. It's cheeky, it's elegant, it's freeing, it's fun, it's a little bit of a push, and it makes the mind pause. And sometimes that's all we need for a belief to shift, just a pause. In the next video, we're going to look at a counter example. And this is a subtle pattern. It's subtle, it's kind, it's wonderfully effective. And it shows that all beliefs are built on exceptions. And sometimes it just takes one little crack to let the light in. Next up, you're going to be seeing a few examples for you to create some sleight of mouth patterns for. In the meantime, if this video has sparked something, share it, like it, and keep spreading conscious language. I'll see you next time.